Hey VC, Chris Bird here. I'm the CB in CBCDs, and I saw James Griffith do a video. I just watched it an hour or so ago, and it's a thread about a man and his axe. It's called "Gimme 10 One Dude with an Axe" album covers. So I thought I would jump on the thread. I haven't seen any others. He put it up a few hours ago, so there's probably others by now. But all right, I'm gonna throw mine in. See what I can do. The first thing I thought of, well, I guess the first thing I thought of was this man with an axe on the cover, but it turns out it's not quite. Doesn't have an axe, but this one, Jimi Hendrix, the Banded Gypsies. I don't have it on vinyl. These are just kind of runners up. I'll do a few runners up on CD. Some honorable mentions. I think that image is great. Pretty cool. Also, the last one you show is in this thread is supposed to be the coolest. So this is pretty cool. 1970, Jimi Hendrix playing live. And let's see, I also thought of these. Neil Halstead is part of the band Slowdive. That's probably what he's best known for, but he also led this band called Mojave 3. They put out like 4 or 5 albums in the early 2000s, maybe going back into the 90s. I don't know, but I only have a couple of their records, or CDs. And and this is a guy with an axe, a drawing of a man with an axe. And then this is also Neil Halstead, but just on his own. And it's a person with some sort of wheel or engine, some sort on his back maybe. But he's got his guitar, man with an axe. So there's those. It's honorable enough to mention. And then I thought of this record right away too, because I always loved this. This is Mason Jennings. He is, oh, there's the inside, but he's like sort of a folky singer-songwriter type of artist. And these 3 in a row, this is 2000, 2002, and 2004. This is when I was really into him. This is probably my favorite. I think this is him at his peak. He's still putting out albums, but yeah, these 3 are great, and it's all 3 are him with his acoustic axe. And I recommend checking these out if you like acoustic-y, singer-songwriter type music, relaxing, chill music for the most part. And finally, we got Chuck Berry doing the duck walk. That's a really cool cover, a really cool image of him. So now, top 10. I'm just gonna, these aren't really, maybe the top 4 or 5 or more. Otherwise, they're not in much order. But this is Chuck Berry too. This is just a comp with his late 50s releases: Rock and Roll Music, Maybelline, Round and Round, Come On, Let It Rock, Brown Eyed Handsome Man, Carol, Too Much Monkey Business. Kind of a cool image, not super cool, not as cool as the duck walk thing, but yeah. So we got that. That's 10. Then 9, or really there's no, I didn't bother ranking these necessarily. This would probably be number 10 actually, as far as least cool. But it's not a bad record. I got a couple of Tom Paxton albums 6-8 months ago or so, and really liked the first one, the one just before this one chronologically. It's just his head on the cover of that one. This one I didn't like as much, but it's been a few months since I've given it a listen. But that's him in some kind of front yard with his acoustic axe there. And these logs have doll heads on them for some reason. All right, Tom Paxton, another another folker can't be right. Bob Lind, probably best known for the Pulp song about him. But this is, I believe, it's the Elusive Bob Lind from. I'm not honestly that familiar with this album, but it's got a Bob Dylan cover, Fenario. I think the Simon & Garfunkel covered Fenario. I think just an old classic folk record. Kind of a cool drawing. I think the cover's not bad with his guitar there. Then next up we got Richie Havens, probably best known for his appearance at Woodstock, I would guess. That's probably where I know him best from. Yeah, Richie Havens, his axe. Next up, Ricky Nelson. I guess it's just Rick Nelson. Garden Party is the album. He's got his electric axe there on the cover. It's Gibson. There's his band. Look how handsome he is. So handsome. I think he was first known as is it Father Knows Best? I think it's Ozzie and Harriet were his parents, right? In the 50s TV show. And this is, I think, about it referencing a performance he gave at Madison Square Garden. All right, well, Garden Party, yeah, I got that. And then there's Neil Young, Comes a Time. This is a great album, I think, late 70s, Neil Young with his axe. This I just threw in because I got this recently, I haven't shown it. Neil Young at not the Rainbow Room, but I think it's in London in 1973. He's dealing with the death of Bruce Berry, and I think this is it's kind of a cool record. It's got it's interesting. Listen, it's sort of a rough. Yeah, he's going through a rough time, and it's but yeah, it's got Mellow My Mind, Albuquerque, some kind of downer songs, but yeah, interesting record. All right, next up, AC/DC, Angus Young on the cover with his axe and some Thunderbolt there. High Voltage. This one was almost number one. It's pretty iconic album cover, but Elvis Presley, his first record. This is a reissue, of course, but it's got some bonus tracks on there, but it's kind of a cool, sort of timeless image. And then, let's see, I think this is my number two, right? Johnny Cash, the fabulous Johnny Cash. Really cool, kind of cocky, looks pretty sure of himself. I don't know, it's just a cool, cool picture, I think. Good old Johnny Cash. And then number one, kind of breaks the rules a little bit. It's got two people on it, but this is cool, man. This is super cool. The Edge, Living on the Edge with his guitar, just him and his guitar, but hiding behind the limelight, the spotlight is Bono up here, and they are probably, U2 is probably criticized for some good reasons. They're not. This record and Joshua Tree was, for me, you know, when I first really knew about them, I was like preteen, like 12, 13 or so, and but yeah, I love this. Joshua Tree and Rattle and Hum, I think, is them really at their best. And the reason I guess I include this is because I watched one of James Griffith's videos a couple weeks ago, and he mentioned that he had never heard this record, and so I'm just including it here to because maybe James will see this, and I think that he should give this record a chance. It's pretty good, but maybe not for him. So anyway, that's all I've got. I've been going longer than I realized, so I'll stop here. Thanks, James. It was fun to put this together, and talk to y'all later. See you.